All right, folks, welcome to Street City Studio. I'm John. If you're new here, I appreciate you coming in and checking out the video. If you've been here before, I appreciate you even more. We're going to jump right into it today. I kind of got a full house back here. So I'm just going to get out the way here because today we're going to focus on the figures. If you've been here before, or even if you haven't, now you'll know I'm a big 3 3/4 inch collector. That's pretty much all I collect. I tend to lean towards the movie figures, the live action figures. We've been doing that in the last couple videos, but I recently got some more figures and they're not movie figures. So we're going to get right into that. I'm kind of excited. Some of them are to fill out some blank spots on teams. Well, they're kind of all to fill out blank spots, but we'll go with the first two here, I guess, are specifically to fill out specific gaps that I needed, right? And so we'll jump right into it. I got Alpha Flight's Aurora. And now I'm pretty sure they never really made us a full Alpha Flight. I believe all we got was Puck, Guardian, Aurora, and her brother North Star there. You can't really see him on the top there, that guy. Right. And you can even see the figure on the back there. That's his figure. And I'm trying to remember. They didn't make the Vindicator, Heather Hudson, I believe, and they didn't make a Sasquatch. I'm trying to remember. I think they did make a shaman figure, but maybe I'm wrong. It's been a long time now. But Aurora and her brother were never really at the top of my list. Neither was Shaman. But the Hudsons, Puck, and Sasquatch are definitely high on my list. I wouldn't mind getting a better Sasquatch, but for now, that's not bad. Right? I think if I move into something like Marvel Legends Sasquatch, that thing gets too big. And this thing looks good. It's just kind of large and not posable, but it looks good. I think I liked him better standing up straight, but that's okay. Right. Let's see. I'm going to spread them out a little more. But anyways, we'll get back to this. We're just going to open this up. And she doesn't come with anything extra. No blast effect, no super speed running effect or anything. But it's not a bad looking figure. Some box pose going on here. Get that arm down. Her hands are in kind of funny positions too. And that's one of the issues with some of these smaller figures is they are articulated, but sometimes they try new things and they didn't work, I guess. Feels like her wrist's locked in. It doesn't want to turn. I don't want to pop her hand off as soon as I got her out of the box, but I was trying to get her in a more natural pose. That's definitely a different head sculpt than I've had before, I think. I don't think I have any figures with that head sculpt. So that's nice. But like I was saying, I was never a huge fan of the brother and sister duo. They had weird powers and kind of ambiguous powers, right? It's like super speed and some sort of light blasting abilities. What does it say on the box here? The X-Men are not the only team of mutants to take on the mantle of heroes. Operating from a base of operations in Canada, the members of Alpha Flight defend their nation against all threats with unyielding courage and their own incredible mutant powers. Yeah, so it doesn't say anything specific about Aurora, but that's the little tidbit we get back there. But yeah, they can like shoot light blasts, some sort of energy blasts, and they're super fast, like Quicksilver, I guess. I'm not even sure how fast, I just know they're fast. Don't mind me, I'm just drinking some coffee while we talk here. Get these boxes out of the way as we go. But so yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the brother and sister, but they're kind of essential for filling out your Alpha Flight. So that's cool. I like that. And now, also, we'll keep rolling, keep moving, right? I got this Rogue out here for a reason. This is the X-Men 97 Rogue with the really limited articulation. But if you followed the Marvel Universe figures, or even if you watch my videos, you might know I was never a big fan of the Marvel Universe Rogue, or Jean Grey for that matter. They had some issues. They had some funny looking heads. Their necks were too short, and the figures were just kind of weird looking. So when this one came out, I was pretty happy to get that. But in hindsight, I always did like this figure. I just never picked it up because it was the Marvel Legends series, and I was never a huge fan of this line, having cut some of the articulation, and we can get into it once I open her, but I think she has no wrists or something like that. And she's actually not that bad. Some of the other figures from this series were much less articulated. Yeah, like I got this Morbius here. He's not very well articulated. Hold on, I can't find him. Pull him out. Alright, that didn't take very long at all. I probably could have kept the camera rolling. But there he is. Right? And I guess he's in the same boat, right? He has ankles, which is good, but he has no wrists and no bicep swivel, no torso split or swivel or crunch or anything. And so, just like the Marvel Universe figures, they look pretty decent. Get a little closer, get a zoom. Right, it's a good looking figure. Looks like Morbius, but the limited articulation was never good. Always making cuts and raising prices. But I don't like to get into that too much here on the channel. Maybe I'll make a video about it sometime. Because I've definitely been feeling the fatigue lately. There isn't, even with some of these guys out on the shelves lately, there's not a lot of toys I've been seeing that I like. I do like Star Wars, and they are very well detailed and well articulated. But they've got some of the same issues, right? Pricing and quality and quantity. What are you getting in the package for the money? But again, I don't really want to get into that. I think think I'm just happy to find some of these figures and fill out these gaps. But on that note, right, we'll try and stay on track. This is a much more articulated figure than this. This one doesn't even have ankles, right? So I was pretty happy about that. And this one doesn't have some of the issues the other one has, right? It doesn't have weird proportions. So I'm happy. We'll call it Villain Rogue. Right? I'm happy to have a Villain Rogue. Oh, I just destroyed that box, but that's okay. I do keep some boxes, but only when they seem like they're worth it. And even then, I might get it loose and on card, because I do like them loose, so I can play with them and pose them and take the pictures. Let's see, yeah, no wrists, no bicep. I do like that the belt is a separate piece. It's not just molded on, right? That's some of the difference here, right? Everything's molded on this one. But sometimes, sometimes it's appropriate, I think, right? If this extra shirt was molded on, it wouldn't look right. It'd look too bulky. But so there's my X-Men Rogue, and now we got Villain Arc Rogue, right? Brotherhood Rogue. I like this costume too, because that's kind of really how she looked in X-Men Evolution too. So you could call that anywhere in between, right? Civilian Rogue, or Brotherhood Rogue, or X-Men Evolution Rogue. I mean, there's obviously some differences, but it's a pretty good looking figure too. I like the difference with the hair. A little mohawky mullet. I'm not sure what you would call that. Mullet hawk? Yeah, something like that. Mullet hawk. I think I used to have something I would call a mullet hawk when I was a teenager. It's different than that though. It was more like a mullet with bangs, I guess. Alright, let me get this box out of the way too. Alright. So there's my new Alpha Flight Aurora and my new Villain Arc Rogue. I'm trying to think. Probably be a good idea to pose Rogue with some villains. Let me, alright. That took a little longer than the last time, but there we go. You gonna stand? No? There we go. Nope. Alright, let's try that again. Straighten these knees out. Alright, well, that's not gonna work. We'll lean her against the desk or something. There we go. I'm not gonna play with it too long, trying to get her just to stand up. That's why a lot of them came with stands too. I do have the stands, but I don't like using them much, especially not for any photography and stuff. Sometimes I will on the shelf, just for not falling over purposes, but especially for posing and photography. But there you go. There's your Villain Arc Rogue. No, I don't even know why I tried to do that. There we go. There we go. And Mama Mystique. Right? Alright, we're burning right along through these guys. I got a couple more. And we'll get into this one next. I got Ultimate Thor, or the Ultimates Thor, if you will. And I do have some Ultimates. I've got Ultimate Iron Man here. And I thought I had an Ultimate Captain America. Ooh, he fell down. But either I can't find him, or maybe I used him for some sort of project or fodder. I don't remember. But we're going to get right into this. I'm not going to waste much time. Well, that was really tight. And I don't think. Oh, I got that thing on there good. Do I have a pocket knife? Right here. Hold on. Alright, I don't know why I was struggling with that package so much, but I was. It was extra heavy tape and some confusing rubber bandage. Alright, but anyways, I don't think anyone ever liked these. I don't know why they included these. It wasn't in the movie. It's not clever or cool. I don't know. I don't think anybody ever liked those, but I never understood why they were included. So let's get his arm in a normal position. But anyways, back to Thor here. His hammer's pretty bent looking. I can work on that. But I used to have this Thor. I ended up chopping him to pieces for a custom or something. Oh yeah, his head's not very posable. It goes left to right good, but he don't look up or down at all. And he's stuck looking down. I remember this is for a Marvel Universe figure. This one's really limited in articulation as well. No ankles, no wrists, no waist, no bicep, no torso or anything. Limited head articulation, like I said, just left to right. He's kind of always furrowed brow and staring at his feet. But that's a nice looking hammer. And it's a big figure. He's a tall, muscular, beefy guy. Get him over here by Iron Man. And actually, I had these other Thors too, as you can see. Right? Ultimate Thor was never my favorite. Just like this figure here. Oh, you can't even see him, can you? No, we'll put him over here. I never liked the head on this one with that real Disney looking face. I do like this one a lot. Ages of Thunder or whatever. I'm running out of screen space here though. He's another one that's gonna fall over easily. I got these heavy capes on. But yeah, it's not my favorite figure, not my favorite version of Thor, but if you're gonna fill out your Thors, might as well have most of them at least. And it was cheap enough. I didn't mind picking it up. I was happy to pick it up at the price I got it. Like I said, you can fill out a team of Ultimates if you want to do or if I wanted to do a picture with Ultimates specifically, or if I wanted to do any kind of Thor corpse, right? You know that Doomsday's coming up. They might have something like that in Doomsday. That'd be exciting. See a bunch of variations of Thor like we did in Loki. We saw a bunch of variations of Loki, right? That'd be real cool. I don't know that we'll see something like that, but it'd be cool if we do. But I only have one more figure, and it's probably the one I'm least excited about. So I'm sorry about that if you waited this long through the video, right? But he's a nice looking figure. We got Quasar. And we'll just get right into him here because I'm curious to see it out of the package. It is a nice looking figure, but I don't think anybody's super needing a Quasar figure. But if I ever needed a Quasar figure, here he is. I will say, right, I'm not a huge Quasar fan. I don't even know a whole lot about Quasar exactly. I believe that's the Star brand. That looks like the Star brand on him. But I believe he uses the cosmic bands like Miss Marvel and then Marvel, or in the Marvels and the Miss Marvel TV show. They use the cosmic bands a lot. And I believe that's what they don't look the same here, that's for sure. They don't look anything like that. But now I'm curious. I don't know. Maybe you guys know. Somebody let me know in the comments. Is he a Star brand? I read a few Star brand comics when I was younger. And I know, what was it? That 10,000 BC Avengers has a Star brand Hulk, right? But I'm not super up to date on Quasar or Star brand or that end of the Marvel universe, I guess. But his costume, there they go. The ones I knew too. Mystique knocked down the Thors. And those are the ones I knew. Want to stay up. Let's get them out of there for now. I don't need a whole lot of that. He's got some interesting hair, I'll say that. Seems to be another mullet hawk. Some sort of mullet. But I like the shoulders, and they don't restrict his movement because they're mounted to the cape piece. They're just part of the cape, I think. Right? Yeah, cape and cowl. Okay, so you could probably pop his head off and pop that whole cowl off. Right? But it doesn't really lock his shoulders in. I like that a lot. But he doesn't have the bicep swivel, no wrist swivels, no waist swivel, no ab crunch, no thigh split. So he's definitely limited on his articulation too. Let me see if I can pose him without shaking this table too much. There we go. Nope. Yeah, he's got some stiff ankles still. He's got a cool look, though. I like him. He's got a sinister looking face. Lean him against the desk, too, probably. Let's get these feet a little flatter, maybe. Well, either way, that about does it, I think. he will stay for a minute. Right, just long enough to do a little outro here. But yeah, that's pretty cool additions to my MCU, my Marvel Universe collection here. Right, we got Aurora on Alpha Flight. We got Villain Arc Rogue over here. And we got Ultimate Thor and Quasar. And that's not even mentioning, I guess we had just yesterday. I'll even grab them because I'm still excited about this one, right? We got the Jack Nicholson Joker on my live action 89 Batman shelf. So, it's turning out to be a great week so far. I hope you guys are all having a great week too. As always, I appreciate you coming by and hanging out with me. Have a good week. I'll talk to you again real soon.